Hello, this is Ian. Welcome to another video. Today we're doing another chapter inside of Hermitcraft Retribution. If you haven't read the first part, you probably should. I mean, there's not much spoilers, but if you haven't read Anti-Hero or a lot of the other books to catch up, then yeah, these might have some spoilers, but honestly, not that big of a deal. But yeah, this book is a continuation of Anti-Hero, if you haven't figured that out. Yeah. Got several perspectives. In this perspective, we are looking through the eyes of Grian. So, yeah. Let's get right into it. Chapter 2. Grian sat in his bed for what felt like hours, even though it probably was only for a few minutes, before he heard the door open behind him. "Oh, hello, Grian," Zabby's voice said cheerfully, when the hermit turned to see who the heck was Barnaby was at the cat's feet, his tail wagging eagerly. "William and Polly are waiting for me outside to finish a build. Busy's up at the music tower if you need anything." "What about Sam?" Grian frowned. "He wanted to spend some time with his brother," Stab persistently. "I think I should be okay with the helpers. Squishy might drop by later." Grian nodded. "Have fun, I guess." "Thank you." The cat smiled, heading for the storage room. "Rose should be here this afternoon to pick up Julius." "Are you sure you'll be okay?" Grian got to his feet. "I will," the cat replied. "The base is secure in case there's another attack." Grian nodded. "Okay. Don't let me hold you up, then." Then Stampy waved at the hermit, disappearing from view. Grian could see Tanko, Jem, Beat-Ups, and Scar were still sound asleep, along with the girls and Isaac. No doubt they'd be awake soon. Grian walked across the room, entering the hallway, stopping in front of the living room. He peeked into the door, seeing the two beds at the end of the room, both occupied. Grian gently pulled open the door. Stepping inside, he could see Sam lying on top of the bed covers, sound asleep, looking like he'd spring out of bed the moment he woke up. There were dark rings under the boy's eyes as the hermit swallowed. It's possible Sam had passed out from exhaustion as Grian had turned to where Liam was sleeping. The boy was lying on his back, his bright red curls lying limply on the pillow. Grian could see some of the bandages peeking from under the covers, and partially covering his face. Grian heard a soft groan, stepping closer, noticing the boy wasn't wearing a shirt. Tears pricked the hermit's eyes as images flooded his mind, hearing the boy's scream of agony, Julius demanding him to give answers while torturing him. Jem pleaded for the young man to stop. The memory played over and over in his mind. Stuart had been there to supervise, along with Campbell. Nothing seemed to satisfy the two men as Liam writhed in pain, his headband glowing a bright blue, while the controller on Stuart's head shone a steady neon green. Grian heard Liam groan again and stepped closer. Bending to one knee, he gently put a hand on the boy's forehead. He didn't seem to have a fever. "Is it happening again?" a voice asked quietly as Grian jumped, trying to fight back a yelp that almost came out like a squeal. He looked up to see Sam putting his feet on the floor. "What?" Grian asked, almost in a whisper. "The nightmare," Sam replied, his eyes looking over his brother's face. Grian looked away from the boy, understanding what he was trying to say, put a hand on the unbandaged shoulder, feeling the boy shake. "I think so," he's shaking. The bed creaked behind him as the boy rose from the bed. "He's been having the same nightmare since we found him." "I'm sorry." Grian looked down at the boy in the bed, his brows furrowed, as if he was fighting something, resisting someone. "It's not your fault." Sam knelt next to him. "The headbands do weird things to you in your mind after you get off them. So did the Eliminators once upon a time." Grian bit up his bottom lip. "Trauma does that to you." Sam nodded, brushing a strand of curls from Liam's face. "I've done all I can to help him. It's not easy." "No, trauma's never easy." Grian nodded, looking over at Sam, seeing his deep blue eyes watching his younger brother sleep. "It's not something you can escape from. Some days are better than others." Sam bit his bottom lip, not looking in the hermit's direction. "Jim told me everything that happened. Told me what Julius did to him. just wish I could have been there, that I could have... Sam's shoulders slumped in defeat as Grian watched him. You did help him. You got him out of that situation. You stand by his side even now while he recovers. Is it enough? Knowing that he's still suffering? Sam sniffed, shaking his head. What did Stuart show him? What did he do? Grian looked away, seeing the sleeping boy before him. Liam's body felt tense under Grian's touch as he removed his hand from the boy's shoulder. He made sure the nightmare never stopped. There was silence for a moment before the boy let out a sigh. If I ever see that man, I'm going to have words. Grian managed a weak smile. Sound like Skiz. The boy matched his hermit's smile. He's a good friend. Grian nodded, looking away from the boy again. Hopefully we can stop Stuart before he hurts anyone else. Agreed, Sam replied, finally looking over at the hermit. Feels like so much time has passed since Campbell took control, wreaking havoc on everything. It's only been like, what, a month? 2 months? Grian raised an eyebrow before shuddering. Julius was right. We haven't escaped the nightmare. Not yet. Sam frowned. What did he say to you? Grian shrugged. I had a nightmare the night before Campbell ordered the meeting. Stuart was looming over me and demanding I give him something, but never told me what. I told him I didn't have it, and he attacked me. I woke up to find Julius there. Was he with someone? Unease filled the boy's eyes. He was alone. It was early in the morning, and he couldn't sleep. He came to check on me because, well, he said he heard someone with me in my cell. Grian shook his head. We talked for a bit, and then he left. Mainly about what was right or wrong and what to do. Sam nodded. So he took it to heart? I don't know, Grian sighed. All I know is that he refused to hurt me. He told Campbell it wouldn't make a difference. It would only make their enemies stronger. Sam tilted his head thoughtfully, getting to his feet. Liam seems to have settled down. Why don't we chat on the couch? Sure, Grian replied, getting to his feet. Seeing that, sure enough, Liam seemed to have relaxed. He followed Sam to the couch, sitting beside him. Do you know what happened to him? Scar told me he disappeared while the group distracted. Sam frowned. He's been blasted by Scar's gas blaster, and somehow got away. Probably had some same tech that Campbell had to escape. Portable portals. Grian swallowed. It was comforting. Sam shook his head, patting him on the shoulder. I don't think you should worry about them showing up here like that, like they did last time. Really? Grian asked. Yes, really. Sam assured him. Doc sent us the blueprints and Polly got to work on it. We've set a nice little trap for anyone who tries to use it without authorization. Grian giggled, feeling himself relax. That's good to know. Sam nodded, looking up at the ceiling of the living room. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate the company. You needed a break, Grian replied. I don't think you've been sleeping very well. No, Sam shook his head, closing his deep blue eyes. A lot has been on my mind since my brother was taken. Grian frowned, watching the boy curiously. Sam's face was pale and light. His body was tense, as if he was carrying a heavy weight. Campbell? Sam didn't look at the hermit before giving him a nod. I'm not sure how much B-Dubs knows about what has been going on. He knows about the contaminated rivers, Grian pointed out. Sam smiled weakly. How's it going with that, apart from the cure? I think it's been going well, Grian shrugged. I've been hiding in Duck Space for a bit, so I don't know. Sam nodded, looking toward the hermit. Grian could see tears filling the boy's eyes. I guess I'll have to ask her when I get a chance. She's coming over later today, Grian offered. She's picking up Julius. Not sure where he's going, but he's got a mission. A mission? Sam frowned. He seems to think Skiz wants to tell him something, Grian said reluctantly. He wants to find out what happened to his mother. Sam nodded. Hopefully it goes well. Me too, Grian replied, seeing the sadness in the boy's face. You okay? I'm fine. Sam let out a long sigh. As I said, a lot of things have just happened. Grian could see tears starting to fill the boy's eyes as Grian slid closer to him, pulling him into a side hug. You know you can talk to me, You've been carrying a lot. Sam took a shaky breath. I'm not sure if I'm ready yet. I don't think you can ever be too ready. Grian teased him gently. You're struggling, and I think many of our friends know that. I've been hiding that well, have I? Sam sighed. No, Grian agreed, shaking his head. I just want you to know you're not doing this alone. We all have struggles to deal with in our own pain and trauma. Our pain is just as important. You don't have to do this alone. Yeah, Sam nodded, wiping a tear from his eyes. Everything just happened so fast. Not even sure where to start. Grian pulled the young man closer. Maybe start from the beginning? He looked up at the sound of footsteps, seeing 3 figures appear. How is he? Julius asked, looking past the couch to where Liam was lying. He's doing better, Sam admitted hesitantly. Julius nodded. Looked exhausted. I know, Sam said weakly. Tanker should be awake soon, Impulse replied to the boy. You should probably catch him before he gets back to work on the headband stuff again. Okay, Julius nodded with a small smile. Thanks for the help. Anytime, Impulse replied. I've got a way to get in touch if there's anything I remember that might help. Julius shook his head, looking amazed before leaving down the hall. Impulse slipped into sliding the door closed as Blake stood outside. Not interrupting, am I? Impulse frowned, looking between the two of them. No, Grian shook his head. I'm just keeping Sam company. Impulse gave the hermit a weak smile, walking toward the couch. You still look pretty spent, Sam. I can't sleep. Sam shook his head in defeat. Just can't stop thinking about everything. Impulse nodded, pulling up an empty chair to sit next to the couch. Anything we should know? I don't. Sam started before looking down at the floor. Even Stampy knows something's up with you, Grian pointed out. It's okay. Let us help you, please. But you've already done that, Sam admitted, shaking his head. You found my brother. You helped me rescue him. He's on a good road to recovery thanks to you. What's been happening? Really happening? Grian pressed. It's more than just poison. I know that much. Sam let out a heavy sigh as Grian turned to face the boy, seeing Impulse doing the same. So, the beginning? Where else? Impulse encouraged. Take your time, Sam. That's going to be it for this chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed, and the next part will be probably next week or whenever I get it done. But yeah, the next part will be coming soon, and you might have already seen. You can easily pause the video and go look back. Next part will be Sam's perspective. It's been a while since I've done a Sam perspective, so I felt like it was fitting to do a little flashback. As you know, that is what I got inspired from The Sun and the Star by Rick Riordan. A good book, by the way. But, yeah, I just want to have a little flashback scene. Just play with different ideas and play with different tools and all that stuff. And yeah, just taking ideas and playing with it. Just seeing what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.